When it comes to luxury, young Saudi elites are setting the bar so high that the rest of the world can only look on with envy. They're not just driving cars, they're commanding attention with gold-plated Lamborghinis and six-wheeled Mercedes that make waves from Riyadh to London. Young Saudi elites redefine luxury on a global scale. While most people dream of a smooth commute, these elites are landing their private jets in exotic locations and ordering gourmet takeout with breathtaking views. Their parties put Hollywood to shame, featuring top-tier DJs, endless cocktails, and a guest list that includes royalty and celebrities. It's enough to make anyone question their own lifestyle. You might find yourself exclaiming, "How do they do it?" and perhaps shedding a tear over the comparison to your own modest means. Beyond luxury cars, a lifestyle of extravagance. In many places, owning a luxury car is a status symbol. But for Saudi Arabia's wealthiest youth, it's just the beginning. These young trillionaires don't merely purchase luxury cars, they amass fleets of the most extravagant, custom-designed vehicles imaginable. For them, a standard Lamborghini or Ferrari is too ordinary. Their cars are gold-plated, designed by top-tier experts, and often flown across the globe just for a vacation. The level of customization and opulence in their vehicles is beyond breathtaking, making their lifestyles a spectacle of modern luxury and excess. The young elite of Saudi Arabia are redefining what it means to live lavishly, creating a world where the extraordinary is the norm and every day is a display of unparalleled wealth and style. Meet Turki bin Abdullah, the young Saudi billionaire. Redefining luxury. Turki bin Abdullah, a young Saudi billionaire, has made headlines with his jaw-dropping car collection. In his early 20s, Turki is already the reigning king of gold-plated rides. His collection, valued at over $1.2 million, features a vinyl-wrapped Lamborghini Aventador SV, a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, a Bentley Flying Spur, and a six-wheeled Mercedes-AMG G63. Yes, you read that right, a six-wheeler. This $462,000 marvel, originally designed for the Australian Army, now cruises through the upscale streets of London. The Mercedes-AMG G63 6x6 in Turki's collection epitomizes extravagance. It's the kind of vehicle that makes you wonder if he's preparing to conquer a small country or just make a grand entrance at the local market. Meanwhile, most of us are just hoping our cars start on the first try. With its twin-turbo 5.5-litre V8 engine and 6 massive wheels, this beast is more suited for a desert adventure than London's narrow streets. But why not take it shopping in Knightsbridge? It's like bringing a tank to a go-kart race, completely over the top, but undeniably awe-inspiring. Meanwhile, the rest of us are just trying to afford gas. When Turki isn't showing off his monster truck, he's likely cruising around in his gold Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe. This isn't just any Rolls-Royce. It's fitted with a champagne fridge and an interior so luxurious it feels like you're flying first class. Its 6.75-litre engine can hit 155 miles per hour, though we doubt Turki needs such speed to glide down Kensington High Street. Then there's his Bentley Flying Spur, customised by Mansory. This $275,000 limousine boasts a 6-litre twin-turbo W12 engine, reaching 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. With glass wings, massaging seats and window blinds, it's more luxurious than most living rooms. Of course, no collection is complete without a supercar. Turki's Lamborghini Aventador SV is a speed demon, going from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 2.8 seconds. With an engine power of 750 HP and a top speed of 217 miles per hour, it's one of the fastest cars around. Now, moving on from Turki bin Abdullah, let's delve into Prince Badr bin Saud, living a life of unmatched opulence. Prince Badr bin Saud, a young Saudi elite, has a taste for the extraordinary. His car collection is nothing short of legendary, featuring rare and expensive models like the Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo and the first Bugatti Chiron. Prince Badr also owns an array of supercars from Ferrari, McLaren and Koenigsegg, each customized to perfection. It's as if he's living in a video game while the rest of us are stuck at the tutorial level with our decade-old sedans. But these extravagant upgrades don't stop at cars. Saudi Arabia's wealthiest youth take luxury to new heights, literally. They soar in some of the most lavish private jets ever created, making their lifestyles truly out of this world. Al-Walid bin Talal Jr. Following in the footsteps of his billionaire father, Prince Al-Walid bin Talal Jr., commands a flying fortress in the form of a Boeing 747. Yes, the same aircraft that transported football superstar Neymar from Paris to Riyadh in 2023, worth a staggering $500 million. This flying palace boasts a golden throne-like armchair, a full-size dining table, 2 bedrooms, and even a grand piano. Imagine sitting at 35,000 feet, sipping champagne while a pianist plays your favorite tunes. Talk about flying in style. With a dedicated prayer area that points toward Mecca and a lounge that could rival any 5-star hotel, Junior's jet is pure airborne luxury. But that's not all, folks. Imagine ordering a private jet so massive it makes commercial airliners look like toy planes. That's exactly what Saudi Prince Al-Walid bin Talal did back in 2007 when he decided to splurge $310 million on an Airbus A380. This wasn't just any purchase. It was like ordering the Uber XL of the skies. The A380, known for ferrying hundreds of passengers across continents, was transformed into a flying palace fit for a prince. 3 decks connected by an elevator, because why climb stairs when you can glide? A garage for his Rolls-Royce, because parking should never be an issue, even at 35,000 feet, and suites with king-sized beds that rival luxury hotels. But as the saying goes, more money, more problems. The global financial crisis hit, and suddenly even princes were counting their pennies. Prince Al-Walid found himself in a bit of a pickle, unable to fork out the cash needed to keep his airborne mansion in the sky. Attempts to sell it fell flat. Apparently, billionaires shopping for second-hand jumbo jets are quite picky, so where does a prince park his oversized impulse buy? Toulouse-Blagnac Airport in France, of course, because when your jet is too big for most airports, you need a parking spot that screams, "I have more money than I know what to do with." In the end, Prince Al-Walid's A380 turned out to be more of a symbol than a reality. A big dream that never quite took off. But hey, at least it makes for a great conversation starter at lavish parties. "Oh, you have a yacht? How quaint. I once almost bought an entire Airbus." Luxury on the water. Yachts. Fit for royalty. Saudi rich kids don't just settle for cars and private jets. They sail into the world of excess with their ridiculously expensive yachts. Imagine waking up one day and deciding, "Hey, I think I'll buy a yacht today." That's essentially the morning routine for Saudi princes and princesses who browse the marina for the latest and greatest in seafaring luxury. For a glimpse into Mohammed bin Salman's floating kingdom, take a look at Mohammed bin Salman's $600 million super yacht, Serene. This isn't just a yacht, it's a floating kingdom. Imagine cruising the high seas with your own personal snow room. Yes, you read that right. A snow room on a yacht in the scorching Saudi heat. Why settle for a snow globe when you can create your own winter wonderland? But that's just the beginning. Serene spans 7 decks, features more rooms than a Vegas hotel, and has an array of luxurious amenities that would make Santa's workshop look modest. There's an indoor seawater pool that's probably bigger than your entire apartment, and not 1 but 2 helipads. It's a playground for the ultra-wealthy, so exclusive that even Bill Gates had to shell out $5 million a week to experience it. Inside Serene, you'll find the world's most expensive painting, Leonardo da Vinci's Salvator Mundi, hanging casually as if it were no big deal. It's like stepping into a floating museum, except this museum costs more than the GDP of a small country. So, the next time you're stuck in traffic or crammed on a budget flight, remember that somewhere, Saudi royals are sipping champagne on their private submarines or snowboarding in a yacht snow room, living lifestyles that make our dreams look modest. Exotic pets. A taste of Saudi extravagance. When it comes to extravagant tastes, Saudi royals don't stop at yachts. Their love for animals knows no bounds. Picture this, a private jet with seats occupied not by people, but by 80 falcons, each in its own luxurious seat. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood movie, but a real-life episode involving a Saudi prince who booked first-class tickets for his prized birds. Yes, falcons flying in first class. In the Middle East, particularly the UAE, falconry is more than a hobby. It's a status symbol and a way of life. These majestic birds receive the royal treatment, flying in style and comfort. The UAE government even issued over 28,000 passports for falcons between 2002 and 2013 to ensure their smooth travel. Talk about VIP treatment. Prince Bandar bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Conservation with a royal touch. The love for animals among Saudi royalty extends beyond falcons. Take Prince Bandar bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, for example. His passion for wildlife conservation matches his royal stature. Prince Bandar, a son of King Faisal, has embarked on an ambitious project to save Saudi Arabia's indigenous wildlife. He has acquired 16,000 hectares of land to create a sprawling nature reserve about the size of Liechtenstein, dedicated to preserving endangered species. This reserve, aptly named Il Reem after the Saudi gazelle, is more than just a sanctuary. It's a vision of eco-tourism paradise, complete with hotels, villas, and even a Grade 2 FIA-approved racetrack, all nestled within open plains where animals roam freely. Imagine a place where you can watch gazelles grazing in the morning and enjoy a high-speed car race in the afternoon. Now that's a unique experience. Prince Bandar's reserve isn't just about saving local species. He plans to introduce animals from all over the world, including elephants, rhinos, and tigers. He even dreams of reintroducing lions to the region, much like the ancient Atlas lions that once roamed the Middle East and North Africa. His passion extends to botanical life too, ensuring natural pollination and a thriving ecosystem. The everyday life of these royals and their pets is as glamorous as you'd expect. Whether it's flying in private jets, sailing on luxurious yachts, or living on expansive nature reserves, Saudi elites redefine what it means to live in luxury. Prince Osama Al Dughari. Meet Prince Osama Al Dughari, an animal lover who has transformed his home in Barida into a mini zoo. His impressive menagerie includes bears, crocodiles, lions, tigers, and monkeys. These animals have grown up alongside him, forging a unique bond between man and beast. Imagine having breakfast with a bear, lunch with a lion, and a nap with a cheetah. Osama dreams of turning his private zoo into a safari park, a destination where both local and international tourists can admire these magnificent creatures. His passion for animals is so profound that he has developed an understanding of their temperaments and behaviors, knowing exactly when your lion roommate is in a good mood. Now that's a handy skill to avoid an unwelcome wake-up call. Raising these exotic animals is no small feat. The feeding budget alone is astronomical. A lion, for instance, needs up to 14 kilograms of meat daily. But for Saudi princes, no expense is too great for their beloved animals. They're always seeking sponsors and support to maintain and expand their menageries. So next time you board a plane, don't be surprised if you see a falcon in first class. It's just another day in the life of Saudi royalty, where spending money in extravagant ways is the norm. The extravagance of Saudi royals. When you have wealth that surpasses the GDP of some countries, your shopping list tends to include items that are both astonishing and envy-inducing. Saudi princes have perfected the art of extravagant spending. Let's explore some of the most outrageous purchases made by these royal spenders. You know you've reached peak opulence when you don't just drive a Lamborghini, but a gold-plated Lamborghini. Saudi billionaire Turki bin Abdullah has taken this concept to an extreme, creating a garage that resembles a treasure chest on wheels. His collection includes a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe, a Mercedes Jeep, a Lamborghini Aventador Super Veloci, and a gold Bentley, all wrapped in gold vinyl. Even his cars have a better jewelry collection than most people. Luxury bathrooms are one thing, but a golden toilet takes it to a whole new level. Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah decided that his daughter's wedding needed an extra touch of opulence by gifting her a toilet made entirely of gold. This wasn't just a toilet, it was a throne in every sense of the word, complete with gold fixtures, a gold bidet, and a gold commode. The royal flush has never been more literal. For Prince Al-Talal bin Abdulaziz, merely owning a Mercedes-Benz wasn't enough. To celebrate his 38th birthday, he had the car encrusted with diamonds. The result? A car that shines brighter than the North Star and makes other luxury vehicles look like economy models. It's the kind of ride that requires a pair of sunglasses just to look at. Forget diamond rings. How about a diamond car? Exotic pets, beyond cats and dogs. Saudi princes have moved beyond cats and dogs to lions, cheetahs, and tigers as pets. These majestic companions make every Instagram post go viral. It's like living in the Lion King, but with fancy cars instead of singing animals. When you own a Hummer, the next logical step is to outfit it with thermal night vision kits. Living a life of unparalleled luxury, Saudi elites redefine what it means to live extravagantly. Their lifestyles are a blend of the extraordinary and the unimaginable, setting a new standard for opulence. The Prince Mohammed bin Nawaf bin Abdulaziz. Prince Mohammed bin Nawaf bin Abdulaziz didn't settle for an ordinary Hummer. He transformed his H2 Humvee into a vehicle straight out of a spy movie. Equipped with Raytheon thermal night vision cameras, this impressive machine can navigate the darkest terrains effortlessly. While the rest of us rely on basic GPS, this prince is prepared for any mission, day or night. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the king of extravagance. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, is renowned for his high-profile, high-dollar purchases. One of his most notable acquisitions is Chateau Louis XIV in France, which he bought for a staggering $300 million. This estate, a modern replica of a 17th century palace, features a moat and a fountain that would make Louis XIV himself envious. MBS didn't stop there. He also spent $450.3 million on Leonardo da Vinci's Salvatore Mundi, the most expensive painting ever sold. Think your art collection is impressive? Think again. In 2015, MBS went on an extravagant shopping spree and purchased a $500 million yacht. This isn't just any yacht, it's a floating palace with multiple swimming pools, a helicopter landing pad, and enough luxury to outshine a cruise ship. For most of us, a boat means a day out on the lake. For MBS, it's a floating kingdom. Prince Mohammed bin Nawaf bin Abdulaziz's lavish takeaway and firearm collection. When Prince Mohammed bin Nawaf bin Abdulaziz orders takeaway, he does it in style. One of his meals came to almost $800, featuring culinary delights that most of us can only dream of. His collection of firearms is equally impressive, ranging from handguns to antique guns and even a micro Uzi machine gun. These aren't just weapons, they're museum-worthy artifacts that showcase his wealth and influence. During a visit to Vienna, the prince spent $25,000 at the famous Swarovski shop on Kantnerstrasse. This wasn't just about buying a single piece of jewelry, it was about acquiring an entire collection of sparkling delights. Imagine decorating your home with Swarovski chandeliers and tableware. It's a level of sparkle that most of us can't even imagine. One of the prince's more peculiar purchases is an St. Dupont lighter, a limited edition adorned with mother-of-pearl and platinum depicting the Taj Mahal. At $1,769, it's possibly the priciest way to light a cigar. Talk about setting your money on fire, quite literally. Back in Jeddah, the prince's home decor includes Persian rugs that cost more than a new car and crystal sets worth thousands of dollars. These masterpieces belong as much on walls as on floors. His living room doesn't just have rugs, it has runways. While Saudi Arabia is known for its strict Islamic laws, including a ban on parties and alcohol, Saudi royals often defy these rules with their extravagant gatherings. The WikiLeaks cables reveal a hidden side of Saudi royalty, where lavish parties are thrown behind heavily guarded villa gates. One account describes an underground Halloween party organized by a member of the Al Thunayan family. Despite the strict prohibition, the event featured abundant supplies of alcohol, Filipino bartenders serving cocktails made with siddiqui, a local moonshine, and reports of hired working girls. These parties often see widespread drug use among the wealthy guests, with tight security provided by hired bodyguards from countries like Nigeria. The scene inside these parties resembles international nightclubs, with DJs, dancing couples in costume, and well-stocked bars featuring imported liquor disguised in local bottles to evade detection. The exclusivity of these gatherings is maintained through strict guest lists and the discretion of attendees. Extravagant Maldives parties. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has redefined go big or go home with his extravagant parties. In 2015, MBS planned a lavish gathering in the Maldives at a luxurious resort on a remote island called Vela. Months before the event, Preparations transformed the island into a paradise fit for a prince, complete with tall palm trees, a tower hiding a cellar stocked with rare French wines and luxurious villas with stunning views of the turquoise water. Around 150 female models were invited from Brazil, Russia, and other distant places. They were flown to Malé, the capital of the Maldives, and then taken to Vela, where they underwent testing for sexually transmitted diseases before being escorted to their villas. MBS and his friends arrived with strict rules in place to protect his privacy. Resort staff were allowed only Nokia 3310 phones to prevent leaks, and the restaurant built over the water offered gourmet food with sea turtles swimming below. MBS is also known for his high-profile parties in Hollywood. During a visit, he found himself at the center of attention at a star-studded party hosted by media mogul Rupert Murdoch. Attended by A-listers like The Rock, Morgan Freeman, and director James Cameron, the event quickly became a talking point, not just for the guest list, but also for the unusual presence of alcohol, specifically tequila, which is strictly prohibited in Saudi Arabia. The Rock initially took to Instagram to share his enthusiasm about the historic night, praising MBS for his perspectives on global issues and the reforms underway in Saudi Arabia, including the lifting of the ban on cinemas and the push for social modernization. However, the mention of tequila being served at the party raised eyebrows. Sensing the potential backlash, The Rock swiftly edited his Instagram post to clarify that he had brought his own tequila, perhaps to mitigate any implications that MBS had partaken in the consumption of alcohol. In Saudi Arabia, weddings are grand affairs where even the desserts outshine your average disco ball. If you thought your cousin's wedding was fancy, a Saudi wedding might just make you redefine what bling truly means. On June 1st, 2023, the world was treated to a spectacle of unmatched grandeur when Crown Prince Hussein of Jordan married Rajwa Al Saf, a prominent Saudi Arabian architect. This union was more than just a marriage. It was a strategic alliance between Jordan and Saudi Arabia, celebrated amidst splendor and tradition at Zahran Palace in Amman, Jordan. Rajwa Al Saf arrived in style, stepping out of a vintage 1968 Rolls-Royce Phantom 5, once owned by the prince's great-grandmother, Queen Zain Al Sharaf. She dazzled in an Ilisab gown with an elegant neckline and draped bodice, complemented by a diamond tiara and stylish flats that balanced sophistication and comfort. Crown Prince Hussein looked equally impressive, donning a suit that paid homage to Jordanian history, making every other suit at the wedding look like they were just playing dress-up. Zahran Palace, a stunning example of Jordanian architecture built in the 1950s by the royal Hashemite family and aptly named Blooming Flower, was the perfect venue for this union of two prominent families. The Islamic ceremony, Khutbah Khatab, took place against a backdrop of arched walls and intricately carved stone columns, reflecting Jordan's rich cultural heritage. King Abdullah II and Queen Rania warmly greeted their VIP guests, including dignitaries and royalty from around the world, while the Jordanian Armed Forces Band played lovely music. Rajwa Al Saf's outfit was a showstopper, as she later changed into a magnificent ball gown adorned with swirling flowers and a skirt that looked like it could leap out at you in 3D. Her ensemble, complete with a diamond tiara and elegant gloves, showcased her impeccable style and grace. Queen Rania was the epitome of elegance in a black and gold Dior gown, accessorized with gold earrings and a matching handbag. The fashion at the wedding seamlessly blended old and new styles, leaving everyone watching both impressed and a little envious. After the ceremony, guests enjoyed a lively zafé with drumming and joyful cheers, marking the start of the celebrations. The couple then rode in a red motorcade to Al Husseiniya Palace, a proud display of Jordanian tradition with the full Jordanian armed forces in ceremonial attire. The wedding drew an illustrious guest list, including Prince William and Kate Middleton, adding to the event's global appeal. Jill Biden and other dignitaries highlighted the diplomatic significance of the occasion. At Al Husseiniya Palace, the newlyweds greeted 1,700 guests amidst decorations of olive trees and dates, symbolizing the unity between Jordanian and Saudi cultures. The banquet featured a towering cake and spectacular fireworks, blending official protocol with joyful festivities for an unforgettable evening. This wedding was so luxurious that it seemed like a dream. While we can only imagine such opulence, Saudi royalty continues to redefine extravagance, making the impossible seem routine and leaving the world in awe of their limitless lifestyles. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoy our content, our newest videos are just a click away.